stop farming controversy. Leave it to me. We're not farming controversy here by saying things like beer is just bitter water, okay? I will say I saw in the Discord we were having some arguments. Yelnads kind of... what's the opposite of catching some strays? It's like getting what you deserve, right? Yelnats in the Discord said, isn't a lager just a code word for all bad beers? Listen, that's how my beer drinking saga went as well. In college, you drink whatever's cheap. Lager's cheap, so you're like, all I drink is lager. Then you get a little older, maybe you get some disposable income, and you say, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Let's get some stouts, let's get some porters, let's get some gosés, let's get some lambics, let's get some Belgian wheat beers, let's get some Hefeweizen, stuff like that. I have now reached the point, I'm 34 years old. I drink like 2 IPAs that taste like air fresheners, and I'm like, why do I have diarrhea? And I know what I realized is because, much like apparently the weed industry, the beer industry has gone too far. So now, instead of having the IPAs, now and then I'll opt for a lager instead. You have a 4.5% lager instead of like an 8% double IPA with your lunch. You still start to feel a little loosey-goosey, but it doesn't go over the threshold. And then like an hour later, you're like, well, now I can get on with the rest of my day. It's not like the whole afternoon is shot and I'm like, I got to take a nap or something like that. You could have like 1 or 2 lagers and then like 2 hours later, you're like, now I can do some yard work or something. There's a place for all of this stuff, I think. That's a +2 from me. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. Do you drink bean water? Oh, I've been known to. What the hell are we... What the... I'm gonna need your help. I think it's this way. What's the greatest lie P ever told? I think it's gotta be that there are no strings on me. Cause like, bro, look in the mirror, you're a puppet. There's strings on you. Couple Coke Zeros, you ready to PB out of the saddle? Ooh, what happened to your weapon? It's broken. Sometimes people get mad at me because I talk about Coke Zero. I'm here to tell you, it's obvious Coke Zero is not a health food, despite how much I've talked about it being a health food. That being said, it tastes like it's bad for you, but it makes you feel like it's good for you. Help. I got busted by the damn... He's like a private in the King George III's army. You're insane? No, drinking one... Like, if you're not feeling 100% right... half of a Coke Zero will make you feel like all the problems in your body are fixed. Unless you have, like... acid reflux, I guess. If you have acid reflux, then it might be the opposite, but I wouldn't know. But if you're just like a little tired or thirsty, half of a Coke Zero will change your life. You should, hey, anyone out there who's thirsty, try drinking fluid. You may be surprised at the results. Oh, excuse me. Any chance? Oh, I thought it was a shortcut. Sounds like you just have a caffeine addiction. And what about it? This is not the right way to go. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Sorry, this is too far. Someone said go straight ahead from where you are, but then I think I got to activate this shortcut first. I think if you are if you're 25 or older and you're not addicted to something, something's wrong with you. Now, some of the things you could be addicted to might also mean something's wrong with you. The obvious one is like, you know, hard drugs. You gotta, or even soft drugs. You gotta sort that out, obviously. But like, League of Legends is another one, but the people aren't ready for that conversation quite yet. But like, I kind of don't trust someone if they're like 30, let's just say they're my age. If they're 34 and they're not addicted to either caffeine or sugar or artificial sweetener or something like that, like I'm just... Weed? No. It just seems like get some character, right? Because I know, like, drinking a cup of coffee is just like, it's a very easy way to feel alive, okay? I don't want to be moralized to by some motherfucker with a platinum Honkai Star Rail account just because I'm having an oat milk latte, okay? Be like, actually, relying on any chemicals for your happiness is a sign of weakness. Okay, motherfucker. Let me see your search history then. Let me see what kind of chemicals you're relying on. I just don't buy it. Not on Twitch. If we were up in some Buddhist temple, you know, in the mountains of Asia or something like that, and someone was like, I found inner peace. The secret is not talking and closing your eyes for 2 hours a morning. I would be like, okay, maybe you got it all figured out. But if some, like, you know, 21-year-old in Twitch chat is like, here's the secret to life, I'm like, brother, you haven't even hit new game yet. Your ass still in the damn tutorial. And you're like, I'm pretty sure the secret is blah. Brother, you got like 3 months of work experience. 22 years of school. I'm gone. I feel the same way about parenting advice. Do you feel like anybody with a newborn is equipped to handle them? Well, they are and they aren't, I would say. I don't know. Like, are you coming at this... It sucks to say, like, this is an appeal. Wait, this is one of those logical fallacies that I'm like, this shouldn't be a logical fallacy. Oh, this is the way I came. Appeal to authority shouldn't be a logical fallacy in all situations, okay? Because if someone who is a parent gives me parenting advice, I'm like, shut up, respectfully. If someone who isn't a parent gives me parenting advice, I'm saying shut up, disrespectfully. At least, like, the parent has some experience on the job. We may disagree about our methods and our values and stuff like that, but at least they learned it, you know, from on-the-job training. Like, the answer is anyone with a newborn equipped to handle it? Yeah. Like, the obvious answer, oh, okay. The obvious answer is anybody who's got a newborn that's not their first kid. The second answer is that, like, it isn't that hard. You just figure it out on the go. Help. Like, it's really not that. A newborn, especially if you're not, like, you know, the one doing the breastfeeding, is pretty much just like, you already know how to do it. You just gotta wake up. It's the #1 skill involved in raising a newborn, is like accepting that you're not gonna get great sleep. Or good sleep. You'll get some sleep though. Who's coming up with these titles? It's me. It's all me. This one just popped into my head when I was driving my daughter to daycare this morning. I was like, oh, I need a good Liza P title for this week. Didn't realize I'd be shooting my wad right away, but... Oh, no, this is... I know where I am. Unless I'm walking back. Oh, no, yeah, this is Baldy, dude. Big, bald, oh, yeah, this guy, oh! I must have missed a shortcut somewhere. This is too long. There's a bald wrestler down here. If that's true, how did the titles get so much better when the writer's strike ended? I ascended. It has nothing to do with the writer's strike. As Ice Spice says, he in his mood. Something happened to my brain in a non-derogatory way. Positive in a non-derogatory way. What is your problem? Ebony Maw looking MF. Did not quote Ice Spice. I like Ice Spice. She's a munch. I've heard on good authority she's a munch. Stop, please. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm about to meet Jack Ma at a conference next week. What should I ask him? Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Jack Ma where he was from June 2020 until September 2021. He's back, huh? +2? What happened? He was gone for a while, right? Wasn't he like, we don't need the government anymore, we have Alibaba? And then nobody saw him for 18 months? And he came back and he was like, that whole part was satirical, by the way. He's like, remember when I said that stuff? That's my mistake. Kind of lost sight of what was important in life temporarily. Okay, well, we can't afford to take damage against those guys. You know what? I've got a good idea, too. Why don't we go back to Hotel Krat and use all of our ergo to level up our HP? Such a lovely place. That's damn true. You also have 1 quartz. That's true, but you know you're fucking up when Goggy starts game posting. Normally every single post is like, you suck, you fucking bitch. It's just designed to get under your skin. Now this must be really important. You broke character.
The portrait has since go to Geppetto.
Okay, but first...
It's many of the... Are you okay? Heavens.
The Pinocchio texted me the frick back. Oh, this is what Kate was talking about. Kate was like, did you know Pinocchio's hair grows when you beat the Puppet King?
You're changing. You're becoming something more than a puppet. If this is what you want, you might just hold the true secret of ergo. I'll use my power.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for, really. 5,000. Does that mean we have 13,000 ergo in reserve? It must. It does. I'm just gonna say it, okay? If you want to take issue, take issue. We gotta hire, next Souls game, we gotta hire a normal motherfucker to name all the stuff. It's obvious we need a crazy person to make the game, especially the lore, but we need a normal guy To just be like, this is HP. This is... I mean, I think that, like, strength and dex are fine, but, like, just get out of the... Or at least stick with one insane group of nomenclature, if possible.
Oh my! Did the king of pup? Be wary.
She said, go talk to Geppetto. Geppetto said, be wary of dangerous people. Thanks for your help.
I can't remember. Like, forgive. I know you. You don't remember. Ask me about it.
Nope. Hang on, I'm gonna activate my P organ real quick. Me personally, I'm the MFer who will enhance my ambush stagger attack 1, or enhance my weapon attack when my durability is at maximum 1. You gotta be careful with me. I'm the kind of MFer who will lower weapon durability consumption for ambush attacks. I don't know. Lower legion consumption in a crisis. Lower charge attack. I might fuck around and lower my legion consumption in a crisis 1. What does this give us when we get it fully leveled anyway? It's going to give us retain guard regain. Retains a certain amount of guard regain. What does it mean, man? Retain guard regain? I'm definitely not making my grinder faster. That's just insanity. I'll increase the Fable arts. I'll make my ult better. Sure. Holy cow, we've unlocked Pinocchio's heart. Do I have any? I have 2 quartz remaining still. We can make pulse cells better, increase cube uses, shorten fruit bearing time. It's just everybody chill. Enables dodging on the ground. Increases pulse cell +1. Adds fable slots +1. Okay, I mean, I guess it would be nice to have more pulse cells, I suppose. Makes a lot of sense. This seems like a huge upgrade. We just got increased pulse cells 3, and now I'm getting another one. Perfect guard destruction enhance. Sure. I understand. I believe in that. That makes a lot of sense to me. I now have 8. Is that good? I'm used to finishing like a Souls game on 4. Check the painting. I don't really understand visual art. It's one of my many weaknesses. You try Zevia yet? Is Zevia that horrendous soda that wishes it was Coke Zero? I did try it once because I said, why is there no good diet root beer? And then I got Zevia root beer and I took one sip and I said, oh, the science is not ready. They can make the Coke Zero, they can't make the root beer zero for whatever reason. Good one. You got me. I have internalized your attacks. I've still internalized your attacks. Deserved. Robot Wars looking back. You ever talked about the fact that Robot Wars is like one of the ways that we all lost our childhood? Because the coolest looking robots, whenever you booted up the show, whether it's Battlebots or Robot Wars, Robopocalypse, or whatever, you'd always be like, holy shit, Sir Kill-A-Lot. He looks like a damn Knight of the Round Table. He's got a full suit of armor. His right hand is like a diamond-coated claymore, and his left hand is a flamethrower. What could possibly defeat this guy? And then it's like little robot that looks like a dinner plate that spins really fast. And you're like, what the hell? It just flipped him over. It wasn't even close. Just the little spatula was just like, bonk. And then I love the idea of BattleBots, but even still, I don't think it's all the way there yet. Because, like, you expect it's going to be like a wrestling match, but usually, like, one robot just crashes into another one, and then the other one stops moving, and then the one that hit it just kind of drives around for, like, 45 seconds until they call the fight. It's just, like, they build up all this, like, preamble to the fight. Like, this person's engineering student at MIT, and this person's just a dude who's a school bus driver who made it in his garage. And then they go, okay, 3, 2, 1, fight. The box is locked, the lights are on, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, rimp, psh, and then the other robot is just there, and the rest of it is just a dude looking at his remote control going like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I can't do anything. And then they're like, okay, it's over. Seeing it live is insane. I don't want to... Wait, I do want to be here. Wahoo! Yeah, it's basically like Armored Core 6. Oh, I'm dead. Is it, like, illegal to make a BattleBot with a gun? Because I feel like that would be a great way to counter the super strong basic robots. Is like, what if you just made one that had like a 50 caliber rifle and you just shot it right as it started to spin up? No projectiles are allowed and no nets. All right. What about like a Lockheed Martin semi-autonomous drone? All right, I'm dead. Yeah, you know what? They should say no spatulas. They should ban spatulas. By the way, I need to expand on my tweet a little bit. My tweet was, all the tall MFers in the NBA, now that there's an even taller MFer, and it's the reaction image, I want to go back to having fun. Is anybody else who's not that tall loving seeing extremely tall basketball players look short because of the rise of Victor Wembanyama? I'm like, now you know what it's like, you 6'8" motherfucker. Ever since middle school, your ass was scoring like 75 points a game just because of a literal genetic advantage. Now all of a sudden you're out, like the dude is dunking on you from the key and you're looking at people like, what am I supposed to do? My hands were up as high as they go. And I'm like, God, I know, brother. Most of us learned that lesson in like grade 6 or something like that. You make it to the school team because you're like cracked at making layups or whatever, and then all of a sudden you realize that like one kid at the school across town for some reason is like 6'5" in the 8th grade, and you're like, there goes that dream. Banshees of Inisherin. Now all of a sudden, you got Victor Wembanyama, and they're like, being tall isn't fair. And you're like, welcome to basketball, bitch. That's what it's been like since it was invented. There's a tall guy in Banshees of Inisherin? No, obviously not. It takes place in Ireland. Oh, come on! 5'9.5". I can say whatever I want to say. You can't stop me. It is crazy that basketball was invented by Canadians. You're right. Or a Canadian, at least. Like, you would... if you saw basketball, and, like, if an alien came to Earth, saw basketball, and then spent, like, you know, a day in Canada, there's no shot he would be like, that sport comes from here. Hockey, they'd probably be like, yeah, that makes sense. Didn't the original basketball not have dribbling? Like, all sports fucking sucked until, like, 1971. You know, like, football originally had no forward passing? It's the best part of football, is forward passing. Why were people watching football with no forward passing? Like, what's the what's the point? Oh, sorry, I need a key. Rugby, though? I had lunch with my daughter in a pub this weekend, and rugby was on. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't care who it offends. They need to make a better sport. Sorry, maybe I am afraid of who I'm going to offend. Maybe it's because I don't know the rules of rugby, but it seems like it's kind of vibes based. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, every time someone got substituted onto the field, I was like, that's a big lad, okay? And the only time it wasn't a big lad was when it was like an insanely small lad, and I was even more like, whoa, what's this guy gonna do? But it seems like listen, the commentary was not on, but like sometimes they would just whistle the ball dead, and then there would be a scrum. See, I'm familiar with the parlance. Oh, that was a good one. And then they would like have a scrum with the ball. No one would get it, and the referee would be like, that team gets it now. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like the white team had possession, and then the referee was like, nah, scrum time. And then they scrum, and nothing comes out. The ball doesn't get kicked out or anything, and then the referee goes, it's the green team's ball now. And I'm like, we didn't even see anything. We just saw like a bunch of dudes standing there. Like, what's going on? I do like, there's a few things I like. I like that you can kick a field goal from anywhere at any time. People in the NFL, they don't have that, they have too much of a sense of safety. The ability to kick a field goal at any moment is sick. Also, when they grab a tiny dude and throw him into the air, all right, I'll be headed down if you don't mind. That's cool as well. I also think having to kick the field goal from wherever you scored the try is an inspired rule. The NFL should pick that one up as well. Oh. Here we go. And that's all I got. It's illegal to forward pass in rugby, right? Correct. You ever think about how goated this sport would be if they just let you forward pass? Like, it would... Within one generation, the NFL would cease to exist. It'd be boring? I don't think so. Whenever the ball is not in someone's hands and it's in the air instead, that's the most exciting part of any sport. Because you're like, that one, God is carrying that pass right now. Big -2? Is Edgerrin James in the chat? I don't understand. You mean like handball? Bro, I'm not from Malmo. I don't know what handball is. I'm just saying, if rugby wants to go global, like the NFL, they should add forward passing, man. Holy! That was a good one. I'm glad I spent 10 minutes running back here. The NFL isn't global. They have teams all over America. And they play a game in London. So that's pretty global as far as I'm concerned. They played 3 games in London this year. Look at that. And 1 in Mexico. Hey! The Jaguars won all of their games in London. No disrespect, it's so funny they sent the Jacksonville Jaguars to London. Like, they could have sent... unless you're the owner of the team, I'm not apologizing for this, okay? They could have sent an iconic NFL brand, right? They could have sent the Cowboys. They could have sent the Steelers or something, the Patriots or something like that. Even the Denver Broncos. Instead, they said, look, Jacksonville. That's like if the Premier League was like, we're going to play a game in America, and it's not going to be like Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur. It's like, it's going to be Nottingham Forest against the Wolverhampton Wolves. Those aren't real teams. They are real teams, unfortunately. It is kind of funny that there's a team called Manchester United, and then there's another team that's called Manchester City. Doesn't the existence of Manchester's... whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. It wasn't going to be a good joke anyway. All I was going to say is how united could Manchester possibly be if there's 2 teams, but people weren't ready for that one. How's your CFL team doing this year? Better than a sturdy Krat supply box, I'll tell you that for free. I think they're doing well. I don't follow the CFL at all, but I do see people in CFL jerseys, which usually only happens in Vancouver when the team is good. Hang on, I gotta focus. Did Jay get timed out? I'm still alive. Holy. People in Canada wear CFL jerseys unironically? Oh, well, you got me. The answer is honestly not really. I mean, there's multiple answers. CFL is not that popular here. Maybe in Winnipeg and Saskatchewan where there's not other leisure activities. Secondly, I'm not taking any sass from Americans who wear like a shirt from the time that their team lost in the Tostitos Fiesta Taco Bowl for like 11 years after the event took place. It also, like, was this the shortcut? No, it must have been that one right there. I mean, remember who threw the first stone, okay? college football fans will like sincerely be like, yeah, we're like 1-8 this season, but do you remember the Flamin' Hot Cheetos Bowl from 2009? We beat Brigham Young University. They know it like every... Yeah, back when Brian Urlacher was the defensive coordinator. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember. That was a really memorable one. We won 10-7. That's what happens when there's only like... Holy cow. I mean, how many games do you play a season in college football? There's, like, baseball obviously has too many games. Football, maybe a controversial pick. Football has too few because it makes people care too much about them. It's the reason you don't order a 3-piece chicken strips meal. Because if somebody says, hey, can I borrow, or can I have one of your pieces? You'd be like, what the hell, bro? That's like a third of my damn meal. You get a 5-piece, you could at least tear someone like half a strip or something like that without getting your feelings hurt. This is the wrong one. Like, I think hockey has maybe a... I'm happy it does because I mostly watch it for like mindless entertainment. Hockey has a few too many, in my opinion, because I don't remember games unless they're like really noteworthy. Sometimes insane people will be like, I knew the season was over when we had that like 4-3 overtime loss in Minnesota in January. And I'm like, that shit was on like a Monday afternoon. You remember that? Come on, man. Come on. He owns me. All right. Baseball's got too many. Football's got too few. I don't know, maybe F1 is the ticket. Because F1 has like what? Like 26 races a year or something? The races are like a whole weekend long. More or less. I mean, they're like 80 minutes long, but they take up the whole weekend. Okay, I don't trust the kinematics of that one. The catch is, they should play 2 NHL seasons a year. Jay, what do you think about this? How's this for an insane take? Shorten the NHL season by half. Run it, instead of like a North American school year, where you get like one long vacation in the summertime, run it like a South Korean school year. This is the wrong one. Where you get like 4.5 months on, 6 weeks off. 4.5 months on, 6 weeks off. Because I'm always like, the off season is too long. Especially when your team is essentially eliminated from playoff contention by like American Thanksgiving. This is the Greg Turkington take of having the Oscars twice a year. Hey, wait a minute though, that's not that bad of an idea. I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's kind of like how it works in soccer, right? Like, there's like the league championship, and then there's the shit that everyone cares about, which is always called like the Billy Cup. Yeah, sure, we were 15th in the table this year, but we beat Wexley for the Billy Cup. That's another trophy for our trophy case. The Billy Cup is not real? Bro, it's real. The 6th, 7th, and 8th place teams from all of the third-tier leagues in the United Kingdom all qualify for the Billy Cup. They miss out on Champions League. They miss out on Europa League. They miss out on Superstar League. They play in the Billy Cup. The winner gets the first felled yew tree of the season in honor of the Welsh longbowmen who won the Battle of Poitiers in the 100 Years' War as a result of the unbelievable strength of the tree that grew locally in the region. Second place is a cup of coffee. Okay, I didn't expect you to come back so fast. Me talking about the Detroit Red Wings. Ooh. Nice uppercut, Mike Tyson. Too bad I'm Buster Douglas. He's actually garbage. No, no. Hey, NL, you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, right? That's true. It's one of the truest things you've ever said. That must mean you're a... Oh! That must mean you're a New York football fan, right? That's true, except it's not. The truth of the matter, I swear to you, it seems convenient now. Just keep in mind, I don't really watch football. Although I'm going to spin this into another bit. Watching football actually goes kind of hard. On Sunday, after, we got our daughter ready to, like, start the day, I was tired already because I started the morning with, like, a workout. And I knew in the afternoon I was going to have to go and pick up leaves, right? But I was like, I don't want to just, like, lay down on the couch because that gives the appearance of not doing anything. So instead I turned on the football. And in my head, I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm watching football. It's only on once a week. Like, it's like, come on, it's time limited. Can we just wait till, like, after this game is over? You're exactly right. It's bad household optics to, like, lay down on the couch and be like, I'm just going to watch, like, Bob's Burgers. You lay down on the couch and you're like, it's only on. Yeah, I can't take the garbage out right now, honey. The Lions are down 4 touchdowns to the Ravens in the first quarter. I got to see this. Anyway, the truth of the matter is I don't really watch the NFL that much, but I am as a kid, I was a Broncos fan because I was chasing the glory of John Elway. So I watched both of the back-to-back Broncos Super Bowls. And then when it came time as a teenager to choose a team to follow the march of my own drum, the beat of my own drum, I became a Kansas City Chiefs fan in the early to mid-2000s because I liked their play style of having literally no defense and just absurd offense. So it's been good eating for Chiefs fans, even though I haven't really followed them at all since they've been good. Oh, it's a boss. But when they win, I'm like, good for them.
This is where evolution becomes real. Period. I am Victor, the champion.
There's no way this guy's not goofy. Seems a little quite speedy, huh? He's a little speedy. Kate was telling me about this guy. She said this guy's tough because you can't break his weapon because his weapon is his hands. So if your whole raison d'etre was breaking weapons, you're in for a world of hurt here. Why is she spoiling? We're the husband and wife, so we talk about things. Also, she really likes Lies of P, so she's been talking about it. I was so close to owning your ass. Lol. Kate, how you doing? Feeling good? I am okay. Eating stew. More wives these days eat stew than wear bracelets. The whole world's gone woke. Kid named Stu? No! Oh, man. It is funny to think back like 50 years ago. You might meet a bloke and he'll be like, pleased to meet you. My name's Stuart. You'd be like, what, really? It's not something normal like Jalen or Braylon, Shadynasty, Olivia, Jackson Triggs, Yellowtail. Ooh. I want to work on your precision there. Looking a little bit like the guy who beat Roy Jones Jr. in the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Even though that he landed like 6 punches total. Somehow he got... Can somebody explain this to me? I'm still not over it. How does Roy Jones Jr. lose the gold medal match in the 1988 Seoul Olympics when he outstruck the dude 81-37? On score. He lost it on score. Jack Marius Tech Theratrix. University of Southern Alaska. That's a great sketch. That's an all-timer. You guys think there's a University of Hawaii Atlantic?
Open your eyes. Gaze upon me.
Or a Brigham Old? I dodged you. I dodged you. Okay, you gotta be careful with the dodges. My mechanic explaining which cars not to purchase. Spoilers, it's all American cars. Sorry. And there are none Canadian cars. You can reflect the joke back at me if you want, but I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Nah, he's right. I thought that was common knowledge. It is crazy to think that, like, back in my granddad's era, they would be like, don't buy a Japanese car, they're unreliable. Nowadays, you talk to somebody, you're like, what kind of car do you own? A Chrysler? Oh, brother! I had to pick something. I feel like there's not that many people in my demographic out there driving Chryslers, so I had to go. I'm not going to go Chevy. I know there's a lot of Spark drivers out there. Just beating my ass.
I dedicate this victory.
My dad wanted a Chrysler Voyager his entire life. Another thing I learned from the Richmond Costco is that you should not fuck with a dude in the Richmond Costco parking lot who's driving a Toyota Sienna. This is his lifestyle. You see somebody driving like a Porsche Cayenne or something like that, you might be able to steal their parking spot. Do not fuck with the dude in a Toyota Sienna or a Honda Odyssey. They will kill you if you take their parking spot. Hi, Tomo. He's gonna pause the DVD player in the back, playing the SpongeBob SquarePants movie on repeat. His 7 kids are gonna get out and start kicking the shit out of you. It's gonna look like when they almost had Thanos dead to rights on Titan, and then all of a sudden Star-Lord says, "What now? You fucking what, bud?" Ruins it for everybody. I'm still mad at that guy. Star-Lord inted this, but unironically. What is he doing? What am I doing? He's unbeatable. It's a defensive showcase. Come on.
We are the reborn.
Bad, bad, bad. It's unhittable. You know what bums me out? You know that they made ESPN 8, the Ocho, a real thing? The joke channel from Dodgeball, where they had rock, paper, scissors and the jet skiing squirrel and stuff like that. So they made it real. I know that because when we were in Hawaii, I turned on the TV and I saw the National Pillow Fight Championship. You would think that there was no way they could make that shit boring. They had sucked all the fun out of it completely. They turned it in. They should be having people go crazy and knock each other out. Instead, it became a tactical showcase of you could only score points by landing a spinning back fist with the pillow. It was embarrassing. Also, the top prize. Okay, well that was fun. Everyone who came 2nd through 16th got nothing. Person who came first, drum roll please, $5,000. There were motherfuckers there from Brazil trying to fight for the $5,000 grand prize in the World Championship of pillow fighting. Was it even? They probably had to take 4 days off from work, man. That was on ESPN. They should at least have a $25,000 prize pool or something. It's much worse than Twitch Rivals. That is their work? It's definitely not their work, because the whole industry is worth $5,000.
Fight to the followers of the truth.
We need Ludwig to get involved. Good start. I should be dodging. What's the worst profession to have intrusive thoughts? And there's probably a lot. We do rely on people a great deal. I definitely feel anything where you're in charge of a lot of people's safety is a big one. A bus or a train driver or a pilot or something like that. Especially I'm not nervous to fly, and if this happened a lot, you would hear about it. That's my main inoculation against this anxiety. But whenever I'm on a flight and it's a major carrier, so there's one pilot and one co-pilot, I'm we're set. Because even if one of those motherfuckers has a total breakdown, I don't know if they got gambling debts or whatever, the other dude is going to keep them in check. But sometimes on those short flights, Toronto to Kingston, Kingston to Toronto, they just got one 26-year-old dude flying the plane. Now, it's only half an hour long, you don't expect a lot to go wrong, but I'm they could be having a bad day or something, and then that's all over for all of us. I'm okay. I'm dead.
It's their duty and their fate.
Okay, now he's dropping the LMFAO on us. Bandle today? Oh, good. Hang on. Bandle.app. 3.6 billion YouTube views from 2013. I'm not looking at chat, I swear it to you. I think I'm gonna know it. I don't know it yet though. That's just drums and bass. Okay. No, 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 no. Did you ever feel like the plastic wrap? Okay, hang on. Next, give me choir and synth, please. Ooh. Uh-oh, that's... I'm gonna know it. I don't know it yet, but I'm gonna know it. Did you ever feel like a plastic plate? Is this Titanium? Is this Titanium by Shoot Me Down? But I'm typing it. Titanium? I'm typing Titanium. David Guetta featuring Sia. It's not Titanium. Not the correct song. Okay, next part. Oh! That was a dark horse. I didn't know this part. I needed that. That's Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Of course. Cause I gotta get a plastic fork, but you gotta give me pizza, and then I'm gonna eat it with my plastic fork. I am ready for a pepperoni. Yeah, okay, I know this. Dude, Bandle is sick, man. Bandle's crazy. Can we just listen? I didn't get it as soon as I could have gotten it, but it's crazy that I thought it was a Katy Perry song. It was just a different Katy Perry song. That's how you know she's a true artiste, because you can see her DNA coming even when you don't know it's her.
Open your eyes. Gaze upon the new world.
Okay. We're going after him with a new style. It looks like this. Spinning back fist. What do you think this is? The national pillow fight competition? Oh! The new style is we dodge and hit once. He gets desperate. That's when he makes mistakes. We don't need to go toe-to-toe with this guy. We're going to give him a little pepper now and then. We're going to follow it up with a little salt. One at a time. One at a time. Don't be afraid to drop an ult on his ass. Big mistake. He's pretty tanky, but also I haven't really like upgraded my weapon or all that. I don't know what that's all about. Come on. He's actually got nothing? Just some advice from one gamer to another. Try not telegraphing your attacks so much. It makes you very predictable. Okay, that one's a good stutter step. I'll give you that one. Okay. Phase 2. He better bring something severe in Phase 2. Oh my god. I got cocky.
This is the power of the reborn.
Bro, you didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He said this is the power of the reborn. He didn't do anything. Resin. You know what? This game seems to punish the right dodgers and reward the left dodgers. You ever notice that? Okay, I didn't expect the 2-tap. I got it. You can smell the greed coming off the screen there. Hey, Anel, you can get a little more juice by equipping the Dex crank. Okay. I was thinking about that. How do I do that again? Just jog my memory. Crank this Dex. Chiblee! I thought I was blessed early with an early Chiblee, but it is not early Chiblee. It was late me, so it's normal time Chiblee. It's not an insult. I wouldn't take it that way. Give Krat box to the shopkeep. Mom found the Krat box! No! Listen, buddy, I don't know what that means. Alter handle. Here we go. I should place my technique crank on this, right? Sorry, I don't have enough ergo. Okay, give me a second. Mom found the ergo.